Okay.
Does our audio work now? Like, are we not quiet?
Did you not listen with your ears?
I'm sorry, I dozed off.
That is bad sign.
I will be fine in this
Don't
prediction.
snore like in VC like yesterday in G1.
Did I actually fucking snore?
Yes, we played the FNAF 2 Scream soundboard over and over, and you were just like a brick. You just refused to fall asleep, to wake up.
That's really funny, but also embarrassing.
No, it's gonna be hell if like I go to a hotel and both you and my brother snore like that, because I would actually just die before I even watch the episode.
What, are you two planning to, like, meet up?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Fuck you.
Yeah, I promised him 2 years ago I'd watch Cole X with him.
Yeah, if it ever happened.
Oh,
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah, okay, Nem, you know that fucking pipe is like prank
No,
you
keep
when
it a secret. Keep it a secret. We'll
Okay.
post it. It's fine.
Never promised to watch anything with me, you fucking cheese.
Well, I would love to, but I would love to.
But you just end on I would love to, and then it's like, that's it.
I would love to watch an episode with you that we're both excited for.
Right, I don't think there is, I don't know what there would be that then. Would. Ass? I don't know, I don't want to watch an episode about ass.
Maybe a zero fight, I guess.
I've been recording the whole time, by the way.
Oh, really?
Um.
After
Oh
I
my
said I'm
God.
going to start recording, I started recording. Are you calling me a liar, sir?
Keep this in. That's really funny.
What, you want me to
Sure,
just...
why not?
Okay, I'll just leave that in. Okay, so that means I guess all of you already know what this is, I guess, unless you weren't paying attention. This is the...
I mean, do people know? I mean, who knows these characters? Actually, no, that's wrong. Actually, they know them more than Killua.
They did. That's really
Killer's
funny.
not even the
That's
most
sad.
obscure character this season. Come on, you all know the actual obscure one from that. Forgot her name.
I'm trying. Man, this really do be a people know Alex and Cole more than Sauron moment.
Yeah, well, that's because they're fucking nerds who've never picked up a book in their goddamn life.
I mean, I do personally think
I
books are
don't-
overrated.
I don't even read the Lord of the Ring books, but I knew Sauron's like, what's that say about me?
Loser?
Yeah, I can't. I guess
Anyways,
we
Polex.
The silence after that. I'm sorry.
Polex.
can. Woo! It's the thing
Yeah, it's-
started a cold over.
It's the thing that thinged with a thing. What do you think's
So,
after
fun
Colex?
fact.
Yippee!
Yeah, I wanted this matchup since I was in elementary school. I'm like a few years in university now. I'm
Yeah.
very excited.
Education hasn't improved, but like the superficial area you learn things in has.
Yeah.
I liked this matchup, and then I saw Let's Plays of Infamous 1 and 2, and now I really like it, and so...
Yeah, it's
Hey.
pretty awesome and based, and I always like predicted and hoped that it was gonna happen, and then like year
I mean,
after
did
year,
you-
it just
Did
didn't.
Did you really predict it would happen? Because by the end, by the last few years, it's just been like a joke to predict it's gonna
Yeah,
happen.
yeah, and then I just gave up like the last few years until you did this. I'm still not over this. This was the thing. You said this before the.
show this on screen.
This was before the ballot was even announced as a thing.
Yeah.
There
Oh,
is
man, I'm just too
literally no way. You can't. Like, you can't.
Precognition.
I do live in the future.
SpongeBob, Aquaman, Gogeta, Vegito, and then there's this.
I mean, I think this is probably not as ridiculous as James Bond, John Wick. That one is still probably the most ridiculous because at least with everything else, well, no, SpongeBob, Aquaman, there was no like pretense to it, but most everything else there was like a pretense to it. the context for when I sent Biff that message about what if the we get like James Bond and then like and all that there was no reason. That was like the first message in that conversation. Like we hadn't talked for the whole day, and I think I opened up with, so what if James Bond on Death Battle season 9, and then it was like, well, I mean, if they're gonna do him as the mid-season finale teaser, they should just reveal his opponent because it'd be so obviously Jason Bourne. And I went, I mean, you know, they could always show his other matchups. Like John Wick's probably more popular than Jason Bourne right now. And then, lo and behold,
When was that?
God. Jesus.
last year
God.
was absolutely fucking insane. My record's not been as good this year, but I'm okay with that because that means there have been more surprises. Both
I'm very
of them.
happy we're now in unknown territory for the rest of the year.
Yeah, until they just do another season tease where it's like
They just
Fall
do
Guys,
it again. They just reveal everything.
and then
I mean, to be
Fall
fair,
Guys and
there's always a chance Billcord was that teaser, considering the amount of things that got teased in it.
I think there was. I'm not sure. I can't check. There's so many.
There's a lot of teasers in there, and people have sort of
Anyways.
connected them to the cipher.
Anyways,
Anyways,
What do you
go
uh,
back to eating your fucking sandwich. Go back to eating your sandwich now.
What?
Anyways,
What the fuck are you on about now?
Let's just fucking debate this. Okay.
Debate's a
Go
strong.
through Alex
Debate's a
first.
strong
Go
word.
through Alex.
well, hey. Okay.
Well, as we all know,
So-
with Alex, he survived the
watched you
nuke, and the strongest
Yeah,
nuke
no, I know.
was 50
No,
megatons,
I know what.
potentially up to
I know
100
what you're gonna
megatons.
Oh my
but
God.
also, if you remember, Hela was gonna like tentacles all over Manhattan.
This
so
is
that's
supposed
like,
to be
at
my
least
thing.
island
I'm
level.
supposed to overshadow both of you.
But there's
You
also
see
the fact that
the people
he
solo
was-
One Piece.
he was
solo
likely
One Piece.
he would solo One Piece, and he could like take over the whole
Don't
the whole
bring that
world.
up.
So
Oh
that's
my
like at least
God.
multi-continent level. So we can like safely say
Stop.
multi-continent level.
Actually, no, wait, Nev. No. We need to show the biggest calc. We need to show the biggest calc. Like this.
No.
is why
Hold it.
fuck it.
No.
No,
Show
fuck
it,
it. No.
show
You know what?
it,
No,
show
I'm
it.
Like,
I'm-
there needs to be like a build up to it. There needs to be like a build up to it. I know.
Fine.
No. I'm gonna show it now. Nem, this is why Alex. This is why Alex wins. This is why Alex wins.
Oh my God! I wanted some build up. I had a thing planned. I had things.
Right here.
Oh my God!
He's multi-continent level.
Yep.
I'm gonna leave that out the video just for Hyper's sake until he builds up to it. I'm just gonna let you guys imagine, like viewers imagine what it was. Hyper, you can go now.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Hyper, I choose you.
Okay.
I guess I've been watching
Rena,
My
go
Little
be a
Pony
background
lately, so
character now.
I
This
gotta
is
do
my
it.
show.
Oh,
Okay,
but
so
Starman, we need you.
Go through Alex first.
I know, but anyways, Coex Most Wanted. I had it for a while. I
Yeah, no one
literally
cares.
did everything and beyond.
You already went through that.
It's
Oh,
like
I
a
did?
whole
Okay.
video.
I could do it again. Okay, I'm just kidding. But anyways, yeah, Alex's stuff. Let's start with him. So,
We've said that like 4 times now.
all right. Abilities. So, the Alex that we know is, well, kind of dead already. So he already lost before the fight began. The end.
That's true. Alex Mercer is dead. That's
Yeah. Anyways,
Wait,
we're
this-
just gonna
we just
analyze
got-
this virus version of
This is a
him.
virus who's
Or-
got his name is also known as Zeus.
Yeah,
I can't believe after
and he's
after
also
Gravity Falls episode we get Zeus.
yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, basically he's the imposter. He stole his identity after killing him.
Dun 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 da da dun.
Dun dun
Yeah.
dun.
So, experience. Let's start with skill and experiences, since that's the easiest thing. So, he's fought like a bunch of like military shoulders and a bunch of infected people throughout
Military
his
shoulders.
games. Yeah, shoulders.
Okay, go on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
There's there's also Alex, I know we're going a little bit into abilities, but Alex also consumed this one being Elizabeth Green, who and apparently in one of the guidebooks has like billions of years of like experience in them. I can just pull it up here and you can just see here.
What?
Yeah, uh,
Has he
yeah.
been alive for billions of years, or like has he just consumed billions of lives?
No, billions of years. Elizabeth Green,
Well,
because like there's a scan of it.
that's probably not nearly as impressive as it seems, given how many of those years there was nothing but like animals.
Yeah, it's like listed right here.
Oh,
Yeah, she basically, yeah. So, yeah, I don't know how exactly, but she's like evolution in personified, where she has like billions of years of humanity left over.
perfect.
I'm
I think it's
sorry,
because,
billions of
yeah, I
years of
think it's because,
humanity.
yeah, basically she was
How the
basically,
fuck does that even work?
Humanity's been around for like 1 million years, not let alone a
uh,
billion. Billion, that's
basically,
pre-dinosaur.
she was just a virus that basically existed in the beginning of life on Earth.
That's fine. Most of her experience is going to be the bloodstream. Anyway, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Military shoulders and all that. That's good enough.
yeah, military shoulders and billions of years of
What's
experience.
funny is that
Woohoo!
we don't even need to think about what experience Alex may have had before the game, given he wasn't really much of a thing before the game.
Yep.
Wasn't
He
even a
looks.
bloke.
By the way, yeah. No, as a scientist with hair, looks so wrong on so many levels. I just don't like how he looks with hair.
You with hair
It's
look
like when
wrong.
they. It's like the same thing with Cole when they gave him hair until he got so much backlash they removed it. I just remember that E3 thing. It was
To be
just
honest,
kind of
I
silly.
think Alex showing his head at all looks kind of wrong. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, no, they do that sometimes with.
Alex only looks right to me when he's like hood up.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was always associated with him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's there in the concept art. Yeah. But yeah, that's basically it with combat and skills. He's just fights very well. I'm very detailed, as you can tell.
He's powerful. He's still is the
I'll let
best.
you have your moment. I'm just letting you have your moment.
Yeah, I know. Okay, yeah, but like to be fair, he is generally like just skilled in combat, but and also with a bunch of firearms, and you can also just use like any sort of like armored tanks and helicopters on the fly. Just given there's constant consuming of soldiers who just have that skill.
Yeah,
It's
and he
less that
like he gets the memories of everyone he consumes. So like all the military people he consumed, he like has all their skills combined.
yeah.
Hey, look, there's a spotlight right over here. I wonder if I can just take that.
I a little bit off topic, but like it's just a perfect segue because like he has all the memories of these soldiers, including all their families and stuff. I always like bring this up because like in Prototype 2, the main character Heller, so like he's like sneaking up on like the main person who leads the military and he's about to kill him, but then like as he's about to stab him, he hears, oh, he's talking to his daughter on the phone and he's like, oh, that's really sweet. I should stop. Maybe this is a bad thing. And then he just transforms and walks away, not harming him and just letting the main bad guy roam around. Aw, man, he doesn't want to take away his family. Anyways, I'm gonna go slaughter 1,000 more soldiers who have families, and I have the memories of them.
What a
I'm sorry.
what
Prototype
a
2 is a
moral
very
paradigm.
Prototype 2 is a very well written game.
No, like all of his dialogue and so many of the writing is so absurdly stupid that it's so bad it's good. It's just so funny. I love it so
Heller
much.
has funny dialogue. Heller has very funny dialogue from the few cutscenes I've seen.
Especially
I
turning
like the
his
one. I like the one at the fucking end with Alex, where he's just like, "Enough of your fucking weird, fucking rambling shit."
yeah.
I don't know why,
It's
but
just-
that sounds like the kind of dialogue the whitest man on the planet would write for a black character. Like, just gotta be honest, that's the energy that
Yeah.
carries.
You're probably not wrong.
That's like what happens if like I don't know, One Direction were to write for Samuel L. Jackson. That's kind of what I imagine would come out.
Yep. It is fun. I enjoy that way more than most people. It's just so fun with how ridiculous it is. It's just kind of charming. Yeah. That's skill and experience. I guess we can move on to arsenal because he does use firearms, but like, why would you
Arsenal,
ever want to
guns,
use that? Yeah, guns. Yeah,
helicopters.
why would you ever want to use that
Not
in
to
prototype
fly.
where you
He
have
doesn't
powers?
fly with helicopters. Helicopters he used like soccer ball. Tank,
Right.
good throw good hit thing in air.
Mhm.
That's his arsenal abilities now.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, actual cool stuff. Yeah. So basically, because of his like virus and biomass abilities, he can like have certain abilities with that he could summon out of his body. Like he could have claws where he just becomes like a Wolverine and just tear people to shreds, and one ability, and even like spike it into the ground and like summon giant spikes to just impale people. Very satisfying. He also has like a blade arm, which is like the slickest thing ever. Although I I cannot when I first played it, I cannot unhear how all the sound effects are used in like early seasons of Death Battle so frequently.
He
He
Mm-hmm.
was always there.
was
He
always
was
there.
always there
Take that, Bilsif.
in spirit. Yeah, like just like the Bill, just like the Bill teases.
Fucking
He was playing from the beginning. I swear.
Billiam thinks he's special.
Yeah. He also has the whip fist for long range combat. He can like grab people there or just swoop around large targets. He has hammer fists. Where basically his hands just turn into giant rock shaped fists and just smash people to oblivion and make giant earthquakes with them. Well, I guess not giant, but like small earthquakes with them. Very fun to use. Okay, muscle mass, the lamest ability. It's just a basic melee, but you could just punch harder. That's really fun.
Powerful, he punches the best.
Never mind, it's the best ability.
Wouldn't that be the hammer fist though?
Oh yeah, no, it's called the hammer fist. You're right. Yeah. He also has a shield where it causes the funniest. I even showed it in like the recap video where he just launches civilians out with the funniest corp launch, and now I just imagine him just doing like that to Cole where he just flings into the air. No, actually, no, even better. No, actually, there's a cutscene in Infamous 2 where Cole gets smacked in the head with a helicopter and flies across the street. I want Alex to pilot a helicopter and just fly forward and hit him on the head tail with it and just send him flying off a building.
Pilot
And
a
just do a
helicopter?
fake
That's
corpse
lame.
launch.
He should
I
kick
need
a
them to
helicopter
go
at him.
really hard on the sandbox elements here, and I would not mind some ragdoll. I would not
Yeah.
mind.
Ragdoll would be great. That was sorely missing from Chosen Born.
Yeah.
We need
Uh-huh.
to be more ragdoll. We need just a point where like Dragon Ball just punches the undead and he just ragdolls across the map. That would have been peak.
The only
Mhm.
one I remember was that like when after the fucking Chosen Undead hits him with Smo's Great Hammer, you see the Dragonborn just like fly around and they just hit one of the pillars, and then like they're just back on the ground like in the next shot.
Yeah.
I'll count that as a bit of ragdoll.
Yeah.
Are you okay,
Uh,
man?
I'm dying. That's okay. We're all dying.
Oh no, you got infected with the blacklight virus.
I did have the naughty virus earlier this year, so it's not funny, Hipper.
Okay.
Hipperstamen.
Whoa, rude.
Yeah, anyways,
Okay,
for his
Renantipa.
final form. Okay, yeah, so for his final form, Alex Mercer becomes black.
What?
I
just
wanted to-
wanted to
anyways,
leave
he just
I just wanted to leave a silence after that.
I am black, by the way, so I can make these jokes.
Proof? Scans? Don't actually.
I mean, I saw a silhouette of you earlier.
Yeah.
It was honestly more maroon than anything with the lighting
Was
and the
that
fuzziness.
was that in the recording?
No.
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 Okay.
You still no, I do not want to show my face ever in public.
That was
Oh,
not your
snap.
face. That was an outline of what your head might look like.
Paul McGrath cut. Paul McGrath cut IRL.
Yeah, I do actually have Cole McGrath here. It's really awesome. Anyways, yeah. What I meant, but like for real though, he just wears armor where like he basically gets like an armor suit where he has higher defense in that
Get there
state.
eventually.
Although Yeah, although his mobility is greatly hindered and he can't like roll, glide, or dive or one on walls anymore, but he's just far more durable. Which yeah, that's useful. And then for his like there's other stuff. Yeah, oh, yeah, right, mobility. Yeah, he can like run really fast. He can jump super high. He can glide, run on walls. Really fun traversal, by the way. I will definitely say that's a huge edge over Infamous. I love traversing in Prototype. So fun.
Wouldn't it be lame if RoboCop vs Terminator ends up having more sandbox elements than Colex?
That would.
Because think about it, that one, like, they're on the ground, then they go up into the air, and the Terminators are climbing a building, then they're on the rooftop, and then they crash into another rooftop, and they fall back down to the ground, and then it ends back up in the air. Like, that's kind of the energy I expect from Colex.
Mm.
Like, if they don't go from ground to building, what's the point?
Yeah. Anyways,
Oh
yeah,
my
right.
god, hold on. What if they actually have Cole, like, or Alex, like, grab Cole and just run up the side of the building, of a building with him in his hand? Like, that's something you can do in Prototype, I recall. Have him do that. That sounds like it'd be
Yeah, that would
cool.
be fun.
Have him power dive off the tallest building.
Yeah.
Have him
No,
just
yeah, no. I streamed to her Prototype 2 in like G1 where like I just grabbed like a random
Prototype
soldier
2
and just
looks way more fun than Infamous 2, oh, dude. I'm not even gonna lie.
no, it is more fun. I enjoy Infamous 2 because it is more well developed. Prototype 2 is just silly and so unhinged and kind of bad in a lot of places, but it's just so much fun with the sandbox that I don't really care.
I recall one
Like
time
just
when I was playing Prototype, I don't know why, I just spent like hours just picking random people up and just throwing them and trying to see how good I could get at throwing random civilians.
no, that's so fun. Like I just yeah, no, like I grabbed one and climbed all the way to the tallest building, implanted a bio bomb in him, and then I grabbed him and did like a humongous power bomb off of him, and he exploded, and then he had the bio bomb in him, and then he also exploded into a bunch of tendrils.
You
And
know,
I also had the DLC, so where he blew up even more and into a giant electric tornado.
what if the next we get another Prototype episode and it's Hella versus the protagonist from Saints Row?
Actually,
That
I
would
would like Heller. I would like Heller
Yep.
versus Agent Venom.
Yeah, but like I don't
They
give
were
a shit about Agent Venom.
Fuck
dude.
you!
Agent Venom is whatever. I think
Kill
Prototype
yourself.
versus
I
Saints
can't
Row
say
would be
that.
really
You'll
fun.
get demonetized. Never mind.
They better they better have Heller swear so much they get demonetized.
Please.
That would be so funny. Okay, yeah. Back to abilities. Some of his like less attack based ones are like his sensory powers, where he can have infected vision, allowing him to see and detect certain targets he wishes to infected. Thermal vision and also hunting to hunt specific people he wants to absorb. Oh yeah, yeah. That's another thing. Absorption. He can absorb
Yeah, I was wondering when
ammo.
you were gonna bring that up. I mean,
Yeah, he can
Rena's
absorb
right
any.
here, you know.
Yeah, he can absorb any people or creature he comes in contact with and gain their ability, memories, and full thing, increasing his power. It also heals him as well. And he can also gain the abilities of them, like how he got like the hammer fist from like uh. Actually, no, I think he got two. In one, he gets like the claws from the first brawler he interacts with.
That said, if you think about it, that power's gonna be pretty fucking useless in this matchup. Because if he absorbs Cole, it doesn't matter if he gets powers from him, he's one. And if he don't absorb Cole, then it doesn't matter if he would get powers from him or not, because he'd not use it anyway. So the
Well,
whole
no, you
getting
see,
powers
the
thing's
no,
kind of
no, no.
useless.
No. You see, the thing is that he can absorb a random civilian, and then he could take that one line he says to Bertrand at the end out of context and get him canceled on Twitter. You know what I'm talking about, Rita?
I don't see how that makes him win. Like
He hasn't.
that's a power move, but that's not gonna win.
He can win the moral victory, like Discord.
I don't think that's gonna count as a moral victory. I'm gonna be honest. Getting cancelled on
Yeah.
X don't count as the moral victory.
Ugh. Yeah. Yeah. And then yeah, some other lesser ones like he's just immortal, like he can't like age to death.
You gotta be
Adaptability.
more careful with how you word things.
He
Yeah, I know. I said
specified. I'll let him live.
I specify. No, it's not that he literally can't die. It's just that he can't die of like age. That's it. That's what it meant by immortality.
That's how
He can
viruses
adapt.
work.
And he can also yeah, he can adapt as well. Things like that. But not for the coolest ones. So through the use of biomass, he can get if he absorbs enough biomass, he can get critical mass that allows him to access devastators, which are basically his super moves. And these are very devastating and have large AoE and do ton of damage and basically one shot all enemies and does tons of damage to bosses. Uh, for his most famous one is the tendril barrage, where he sets like a bunch of tendrils in every direction, and basically impaling anyone coming in contact, and then reforming it inside. Very huge AOE there. He also has like a giant ground spike attack, where it's an even larger version of the claw one, but even bigger. There's like a critical pain. There's like a critical pain one where it's like less AOE but more on a target, where it's like he focuses a bunch of tendril bras in one specific location where it individually does a lot of damage. Uh, he also has bio. He also Oh yeah, right. This is another thing. Because of the way Alex Mercer works, he basically has the ability of every single infected he's consumed, including Elizabeth Green, and basically because he's the main villain in Prototype 2, he has every single ability that all the evolved can do, as well as all the infected presents. So also has access to one of the evolved in Prototype 2 called Pack Leader, where they could summon brawlers, certain enemies, as that's also a devastator in that game for Heller. Yeah, he gave, and also he just gave Heller his powers. So yeah, and yeah, he could summon like them, and they're pretty cool and very fun to mess with in that game. It's just awesome to just like, they have a huge army. I could just send out my own pets and just they eat you and die.
Yup.
Very fun.
I gotta imagine it's the if they use any of those in the fight, it's gonna be the claw one. That feels like it's the simplest one to like animate.
He
But the
uses like a
tendrils have to be a fucking pain to animate. Honestly, I'm just thinking right now.
I could also see
yeah
them just
no
doing one animation of like back and forth and then just like playing that repeatedly on different angles around Cole. But I just think the spikes would be easier.
yeah
Don't yawn at me.
uh I I just had like I just like earlier today I just like spoke with Luis actually. This wasn't recorded, I don't think, earlier, but like it was in a live chat and he basically said uh and also in the fireside chat as well how it was kind of difficult. Uh well, they didn't outright say that, but I kind of get the impression that animating it was very hard. Which like I understand. But Luis said
Yay!
that
We made things hard for them. Good job, us. Except you, Reem.
Luis said
You
Luis
didn't
said
help
he
with it.
hopes
You
I,
weren't part of
enj-
this.
yeah, but Luis said I hope to enjoy the episode, which I'm pretty sure I will. It's gonna be awesome.
I mean, I'd hope if
But
anyone enjoys it, I'd hope it's you. It'd be really fucking sad if you were the one person who didn't.
yeah, I know. That's why I'm nervous.
You shouldn't be. Have a little faith.
No, I do have faith, but it's just like
Don't
I
seem
don't
like
know.
that.
No, it's more like because like I had like there's like so much going into it because like for most wanted they just sort of happen. I kind of had to make it happen.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Yes, you on your own. You're the one alone who made it happen. Didn't have no
Yes,
help from
absolutely. There
anyone.
was nobody. No, there was nobody who helped me. It was all by myself. Didn't do it. It didn't. Nobody else did anything. It was all me. I did all that. All those accounts were me. All those people were me. I'm literally Alex Mercer.
You
Damn,
look
really?
like Cole though.
I'm both of them.
You just went completely silent. That's very suspicious.
No,
So
I'm
suspicious.
and that's why Alex Mercer versus Imposter is thematic.
I mean, it probably is, but you know, it's
Uh,
lame. We already got imposter this season, so we don't need any more of him for now.
yeah. Yeah, that's everything. Oh my god, I almost forgot the most important thing, like his only win con. The
What?
black light
Yeah,
virus.
yeah, yeah! Don't just say it. Don't just say it like that.
Oh well,
Have a little
sorry.
faith.
Oops.
I'm laughing at something else.
I'm sorry. How did I forget his most important thing, the black light virus? I'm stupid.
Yep.
Yeah, anyways, black light virus, it is extremely potent. It can infect people, potentially
I
killing
hope.
them, turning them into zombies.
I'd hope if there's
I could
one thing the virus can pull off, it's infecting people. That's like the point.
yeah.
Whoa, the virus infects people? No way! Next year you're gonna tell me it kills people.
Well, boy, you're sure in for a surprise. I mean, you can
You're
also
in
turn into
for
a
a
zombie.
surprise.
Yeah, it could also mess with your mind. It can also mess with your mind. It also has like a hive mind sort of effect as well. I guess with how he just communicates with other evolved. Uh, yeah, it's just a very potent virus, and it constantly adapts and just gets more and more deadly throughout the series. So yeah, very very useful. I almost forgot. God, I feel like.
All right, stats time.
Stats for Mercer. Okay. By the way, Reno, when we're done, we're immediately gonna mention you know what that we found in the vlog.
Oh, I don't
So
think that knows. It's gonna be really funny.
it is okay. So stats for Mercer. Let's start with speed because it's really easy because there's not much of it. You can dodge bullets from on ground.
Whoa. He's already
You can dodge
faster than
bullets
John
from
Wick.
yeah. You can dodge bullets from the ground and from like grounded soldiers with pistols and machine guns. You can dodge them from helicopters. You can also avoid missile fire and rockets and things like that. He can run. He has really good travel speed. He runs really fast across the city with his gliding and running on walls. Uh, in terms of specific speeds, I'm gonna need numbers here. He avoided a tank round shot that's on versus battles, and that's calc that got like hypersonic around like Mach 9.
9. Mach 9.
Yeah,
I
Mach
have the
9.
calc right here. I have the calc right here.
Okay, you can just post that later, and then we can timestamp it later.
Okay.
Then, is there anything? I don't believe there's anything higher. Let me check again. I have again.
Slow ass
This is more.
motherfucker.
It's good for travel speed. He's said to be faster than any vehicle. So
So he's faster than
that's
like
pretty good for
Rocket
travel.
Ship.
Yeah, exactly.
Ah, what was
Yeah.
that? There was that one probe that was like fast as fuck. Trying to remember its name.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
The joke failed. How could you?
You're
Hmm.
a fail.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the highest.
Oh,
Yeah.
now I feel bad.
Uh.
Anyways, yeah, continue. Oh wait, should we address the fucking nuke?
No, I was. There is one, I guess. Wait, he also blocked the grenade launcher relatively close. But there is one shaky argument for FTL, but I don't really agree with it. It's like an EMP one where where he spreads the virus and like the lights or the lights uh waves. I don't remember. It's so weird. You know that one cutscene in Prototype 2 where he spreads the virus, right, Rena? You've seen that
Yeah.
before? Yeah, they
Uh,
argued that as FTL because of like the waves from the lights, I think.
EM waves. They're light speed, cause, yeah,
Yeah, but like the thing is that they're literally invisible, so we can't even tell if they even move in tandem
yeah,
with it.
yeah. It's
I believe it.
unfortunate.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, there is also the funny DLC Heller abilities where he shoots a laser, but one frame. So
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, his best is just
Ah,
Mach
but
9.
shouldn't Alex have that ability? Let's just say that, and then we'll just be like, he has light speed attack.
Yeah,
I
that's
God,
mean, the
so
one.
thing is
good.
it even light speed in the first place? What
Shut the
properties does it
fuck up.
have?
You could probably. I mean,
Uh,
what if you just measure how far it goes and then just
it's
time
it,
that?
it's called like
Mach 1.
Medusa's. It's called like Medusa's laser or something like that.
I mean, it laser
Wait.
light amplified. Shut the fuck up and accept it. Er.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
What
That's
the
it for
fuck else?
speed.
Is it like how would you pronounce it like that?
What?
What the fuck? Last how would you say it?
Lastfuaier. Lazuair.
Yeah, there you go. It's a laser.
I'm
Cool.
still trying to think what the fastest fucking thing was. I think I know it's a probe. The fastest thing we've ever built was a space probe. I th-
Aren't there
I
aren't there
swear to
like
God,
jets?
it was one of the ones that like was meant to go towards the sun. I mean, I know when I looked it up not long ago. 2025, something else is going to take the record. The Parker space probe. That's going even closer to Helios. The Helios probes. That's it. The fucking Helios, fucking things. Greek gods. How did I forget that? Helios space probes. Alex is faster than those. I've decided. I mean, the game's decided.
Yeah, there you go.
So
There
he's
we
like
go.
less than 0.1% the speed of light. That's faster than you, bitch.
Aw.
Okay, now let's talk about how Alex can survive a nuke that could wipe out all of Manhattan. So he's like country level.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that nuke thing. So this is like the most famous feat among casuals, where
I
basically they
still
say,
see it. I still
"Oh,
see it brought up. I still see. Oh, Alex should stomp. He can literally survive a nuke. He's like the thing, but the thing could survive a nuke. Cole's like just a guy with like sparky hands.
yeah, yeah." So yeah, like well, spoilers alert, he doesn't survive it. Well, kind of. He only
Well, he
survives the edge
He
of
does.
it.
He
does, but
does.
it's one of
It's
those
just
claims that's like you're right, but
not really.
it's
He only survives the edge of it, which is obviously not as impressive.
Rena
Surface area,
numbers.
my beloved.
Numbers.
I think that there was a calculation on VSB once it got like building level for like because surface area, the farther you are from the less energy you're taking. Out compare this bomb was stated to be like 5 times the power of the little boy bomb, so it's
Of
75
course it
kilotons.
was.
So Alex would only be surviving like around a ton of TNT or so, and he got fucking mulched by that.
I'm gonna be
It's a
honest.
great.
With what Cole has, I don't think it would matter anyway. But we'll get there.
Well, the thing is actually, you could actually still scale him to the full nuke because there is a statement prior to like before you start the final boss where they said that if they absorbed Alex, they could withstand even this, and they were very confident in that. And by
They
prototype two,
were fucking
they've
wrong.
obviously. Well, I mean, they did. Well, Alex didn't absorb the final boss; he just killed them. But by the end of prototype two, Alex has absorbed far more people. It evolved by then. So you could reasonably make an argument where he said he could fully scale to the full Nook by then, and he also has a better feat
But
anyways.
then
That's
that is assuming that
higher, right?
when they say he
More
could.
specifically, Heller does, and Alex is about half of that.
We in saying that if they absorb him they could survive it, we are assuming that what they mean is they could just tank it as opposed to they could recover from being obliterated by it. Like,
Yeah.
because Alex didn't survive the edge because he was just that hench. It was because he could just come back. And you'd just be fine.
Yeah.
Did you even bring up his like regen?
Oh, you can come back from mulch, sure.
I mean, yeah, no,
He's
he
a
can come
pro.
back
He's
from
a
mulch. I
pro.
mean, I did mention like healing, like after he absorbs something, he can just recover
Yeah,
from.
well, I
He can
mean,
just
yeah,
recover from damage.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, he does have. Yeah, I guess I can briefly mention that here. Like his healing factor for specifics, he can like regrow limbs and he can like regrow lost limbs and heal himself from like just a puddle from just a bird alone. Like really
Real
good
pro.
regeneration
He has
there.
vor-based regeneration. Yeah.
Hmm.
All
Although
right.
his way of eating people is just punching them. You ever you ever
It's like
punch your
his
food?
whole body
You
is
ever
a
eat?
mouth.
Yeah, no, like you ever eat something by just punching it?
I mean, yeah, if you punch it hard enough and then like it splatters and it goes up and you like catch it in your mouth, that kind of counts.
I just
That's how a
said
real
you ever
man
eat.
eats.
No, 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 no. I just said you ever eat something by punching it, and my brother just said what?
So if you're Hyperstar Man, is your brother like Superstar Man?
Yeah, sure. He's superstar, man.
What was with that mouth
Okay.
breathing suddenly?
I just got something in my
Oh, okay.
just got
That's
something in
fair.
my throat. So for okay, for Mercer, for other AP stuff,
Yeah, what's his actual stats? The real shit, capiche?
you can scale to Elizabeth Green when she appeared, she created a seismic earthquake activity around the area, which got like 400, which was like 480 tons.
Of TNT.
Oh my god,
Ooh.
But
I just had the worst fucking idea. So you know how the big campaign for this matchup came from on my channel? I just
Mhm.
I just imagine. So what if they call back because they know that I like to meme the golden tree line? What if they decide to reference my memegy by being like, Alex did not actually survive the whole nuke in the conclusion?
No. Oh my god,
That would be
please.
that
Best
would be
conclusion.
peak. You that
Encryption.
would
That
be
would be
so.
Anyways,
the best conclusion. Oh my
Alex
god.
Alex would
Alex did not
scale
actually.
Like the
Alex did
whole
not actually
45
survive the
kiloton
whole
nuke.
nuke on himself.
off
Oh,
did
that's
not take the
perfect.
whole nuke off the ground.
Did not tank the whole nuke off the ground.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
It's nothing
Okay,
surpassing
yeah.
his usual feats.
Yeah, usual
Which
feats
is
of
not
just blowing
wrong.
up
I'm pretty sure he's
buildings.
got I'm pretty sure he has feats better than surviving the edge of the nuke by dying from it and then just being okay after.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
anyways, Alex by Prototype 2 is like, so what happened at the end of Prototype 2 is that Heller summons a bunch of tendrils that covers like a lot of Manhattan.
He
I don't know
morphs
the
really hard.
yeah, basically. And the speed at which he contracts the tendrils is about 4 seconds. And the kinetic energy, considering the mass of the tendrils, kinetic energy that is about 106 kilotons of TNT. And Alex would be around half of that because Heller only managed to do that after absorbing Alex's biomass. So you can reasonably scale Alex to half that yield.
So essentially,
Yeah.
the iconic nuke feat is actually an anti-feat.
Yes.
I
Basically.
got ironically.
So Alex would be around 53 kilotons, which surprisingly is actually consistent if you unironically did scale him to the nuke by the time of Prototype 2, if you assumed he did. So it's
It's
unironically
actually kind of cool because uh when it comes to Alex and versus, it's always been like he's building level or he scales like to like a fucking city level nuke, but like both of those are wrong apparently.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Could be the nuke's not
Okay.
even city level for
So,
one thing.
but now it's time. There's one more feat that we recently found.
Wahoo!
And then this is gonna lead to the thing, Rena. All right. So
Mhm.
this is admittedly a very shaky one, but we're just gonna go with it.
I know.
When Alex transforms or like just equips one of his powers, he messes with the clouds across Manhattan, which if you were to calc that would get around 102.5 kilotons.
Yes. It's a little dubious, but
Well,
you
I
know
mean,
what?
very dubious, but very dubious because
You're
like that's basically
dubious.
just assuming. because like basically it's assuming every time he equips his powers, he moves the clouds in Manhattan,
I mean,
which
yeah,
is never really
like
like I
that's what it
just
does.
yeah, but like
That's how it
unlike Cole's
works.
thing where it's like it actually comes from like lightning, it's never really like established or anything like
I mean,
that,
I would imagine
or
it's just
really
from
brought
like
attention
Can
to.
we mention
the
no? Can we
force.
mention the other funny
Yeah,
or is
no,
it
no, no,
time
no, no,
pass?
no, no. No, 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 no. I'm gonna lead into it, but like, yeah, no, I just don't really like agree with it because it's like it's never really brought attention to, and it's also just kind of weird. I think it's more just in like a cool effect of like, oh, look at this cinematic things. He's really powerful and stuff.
To be honest,
Yeah,
I think the communities use shakier, and it doesn't actually change the outcome of the match. So, if it
I mean,
was
you're right. I mean, yeah, no, no.
if it was
This,
used in the death battle, I wouldn't complain. I wouldn't cry about it.
I
I mean,
would. It would hurt
I
my
mean,
feelings.
Well, that's good
I
though.
mean.
Suffering is comedy, nostalgia critic.
But yeah, no, you're right. It wouldn't change anything because human coal is still stronger than that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
No,
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 this
no.
is
We're
the
not.
thing.
No, we're not kidding. Okay, so I can finally bring this up. So when you start Infamous 2, there's a giant
No,
explosion
one.
caused by the. When you start
No,
Infamous 1, right? Infamous 1, there's a giant explosion caused by the ray sphere, right? Which is stated to vaporize 6 city blocks worth of people. All right. So low and calc of that to vaporize a person at the edge of a blast that's around 60 blocks in size is around 130 kilotons of TNT. And
yes.
Cole, human, no powers, as a human, is literally ground zero at that. He is literally at the center of that blast.
Yes,
So
and
Cole
this
as a human,
I need to emphasize the very first button when you start the game, this happens. Literally the first button you press beats highballed Alex.
I mean, like there's like the other thing too.
Oh yeah, we didn't bring that up. I guess we can bring up the. Anyways, here's an image of Heller breaking a funny moon. It gets multicons. Shouldn't use
yeah,
it.
yippee, yippee.
Yeah, it's become just a giant meme where it's like it's his only way of actually winning when it's just a select screen icon for a power up. It's never like that. I'm like, I mean, you don't know. It could be just a cookie.
That's not a cookie. That'd be big ass cookie.
What if it's an egg?
Why would it? No,
Why
the
would?
fuck.
To be honest, that
Wouldn't
looks
have those-
more like the planet Earth than it does a moon or a cookie or an egg. Why don't you calc that for the mass of the Earth?
Let me do that actually. All right, buffs incoming, everyone. As Hyper talks, I'm gonna calc this. I'm gonna
This
recalc
is the same
it.
age
That's good.
of
Pause.
when I spontaneously buffed Pepsi Man just like on a whim.
Yes.
I swear there was something else like in the Death Battle server
that's
where I just brought something up, mentioned one detail, and suddenly a character got buffed, and I was not paying any attention the whole time. I could probably buff Commander Shepard to Solar System level 2 just by putting the right things together.
Oh my god, please do. Oh my god, if
Okay,
Shepard,
okay. So this is up to anyone's interpretation, but Commander Shepard does survive the explosion of the Citadel, right? He does survive. He, she, they do survive that, depending on the ending. It means it's possible they can survive it. In Mass Effect 2, we see when a regular mass relay is destroyed, it wipes out an entire solar system. They also say star system, which would be much bigger, but it's unclear whether it's meant to be solar system. I'm pretty sure it's like compared to a supernova. The Citadel is just a bigger, more fuck off sized mass relay, so they can survive being in the center of an explosion of a thing that's more powerful than something else that causes a supernova level explosion. So if you want, if you really want, you could probably push to argue that Commander Shepard survived the destruction of all their favorite stores in the Citadel, and that was solar system level.
Based.
Which I don't think changes any of their matchups, to be honest.
Star-Lord dies. I don't care. I don't care.
I'm sorry, Harold Star-Lord, though, so...
Space.
No.
Without Herald Star-Lord, I think he would probably lose anyway. So
Lame.
like I don't think the solar system thing changes anything because if Shepard's still just like normal level, if Shepard without it is still city level, so he'd still be above, or they would still be above, non-Herald Star-Lord. So I don't think.
Yeah, 1.95 zeta tons of TNT. Let's go, everyone. Let's go, everyone.
Space.
You still
So
wrote
awesome.
Split Moon, but good job.
No, I don't
Oh.
care. I don't care.
Oh
No,
wait.
no, no, no,
You're
no.
done
No, I
good.
didn't. No, I 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 didn't.
You're done good. Kid.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I almost forgot. I need to mention the most important thing, the most valuable information in all of Prototype. The Prototype 1 comic.
Oh no!
I was actually planning to ask. Did you even look into the comics?
So funny story. I just read all the comics.
Oh, you're
but
a riot.
Yeah, no, I didn't know anything about them. I just knew they existed. And I was like, okay, let's read through this. I read their infamous ones. They were pretty fun. Like, nothing spectacular, but they were alright, pretty cool. Then I was like, ooh, the Prototype 1 is like, oh, yo, this art's pretty cool. And actually, no, let me just screenshot my reaction to it, because it's funnier. I will never forget that. So, like,
This is
let
as
me
funny
go
as my
back.
live commentary about Knights of the Zodiac with my son. Because I know
No,
he posted like a snippet of my live reaction on Twitter, but I was losing my mind for like an hour and a half straight while watching that film and talking to him in DMs because that Knights of the Zodiac was a miserable experience, absolutely miserable. If I ranked live action anime films, Knights of Zodiac is flat bottom, and there is nothing
Yeah.
even in the same tier of terrible.
God.
Really? It's
But
that
yeah, no,
bad?
Yes.
this. So this was like, I was like gonna start reading, like, yo, this art looks really cool, and then like this guy makes a silly face, and then immediately the next page. This was the entire comic run of the Prototype 1 comic. It is like the boys comic, and I'm just gonna say it's worse.
Oh god.
like
Show
like
no. Post that one screenshot. You know the one. You know the one. You know the one.
No, I'm gonna post a lot of screenshots because this is I need to just show how terrible this is. So like this guy, he's literally dying and they're fighting for their lives together with his lieutenant, and his lieutenant has done nothing wrong. Like, yeah, he said a few mean things, but he said nothing wrong. And in his dying breath, he's getting multiple strikes. He literally flips him off.
I think
and
what's funny is that
swears
they
at
would
him.
not be able to hear that over the gunfire.
Yeah, absolutely not. But he still does it.
This has the energy of like when heavy metal bands make comics. This is what they kind of make. It's not
Yeah,
good.
and then a bunch of and then a bunch of other things happen later on that I'm not gonna say because they'll definitely get this demonetized. Yeah, no,
So anyway, any cool
yeah,
feats?
no, there was nothing useful in the comics. It was the biggest waste of time.
Your suffering was meaningless.
Yeah, and also Alex shows up once. It doesn't even focus on him.
I mean, he is on the covers.
Yeah, he's on the covers, and then he shows up once and where he just blows up a car with a cigarette, and that's it.
I mean, that's pretty impressive. Like, if you like take that statement without any context. If you picture him just like waltzing up to a car and just like beating it over the hood with a cigarette, and it just
Yeah, no,
dies.
like he literally just appears, comes in, throws a cigarette, and then oh yeah, right. No, he does a bunch of stupid expressions like this.
Actually, I'm gonna edit that to get rid of the fourth panel there because I think it'd be funnier without that. Let me just see if I can do a quick rush job on paint.net. That is a beautiful face.
Yeah, and then
That looks like Shazam.
Anyways, cold feet. Cold feet.
no, I need to go through all of this.
No, you don't.
That one you
What,
just
don't you
posted looks like Shazam. Like that looks like a dumb face you'd see drawn for
It
Shazam.
does look like, yeah, no, it does look like Shazam. It's like the
that's like
Shazam one.
Shazam taking the most satisfying shit on the planet.
God damn it.
It does.
Anyways, Cole
Yeah.
McGrath feats hyper, please. I need to go to bed. It's 10:30.
Suffer.
I haven't had dinner.
Suffer.
I spent like an hour cooking. You could have easily had dinner in that time. You fucking.
I wasn't
monk.
hungry. Now I am.
Well, that doesn't seem like my problem.
Just
It
consume
isn't
people.
your problem. It's my problem.
That's, yeah. I mean, that's not wrong. Anyway, I'm trying to improve the prototype comic right now.
Awesome. Yeah, no.
Anyways, Cole
no.
McGrath feats, please. Oh my god.
God, why do you want to learn about
don't you-
Comicraft's feet so much?
No, there's always no. But what about the main character in the prototype comic, McCluxy, and his girlfriend Ella? Isn't that pretty awesome? Isn't it pretty awesome? Like they
No
when
one
they're running,
cares.
or like when they're running away from the military, instead of like.
I prefer this
Anyway,
version.
That's pretty funny.
That's awesome. That's such a power move.
It's like literally just like a Chuck Norris joke, but if it was Alex Mercer, like that's straight up what that is.
It is. He just flicks this at Cole and he just explodes.
It just dies. It spontaneously dies.
Oh,
I love the
that's so
idea of like
awesome.
turning Alex Mercer into the next Madara with like like just playing on how untouchably overpowered he is.
Anyways,
He could
Uh.
solo One Piece. He could literally just flick a cigarette and like blow up all their boats, and they would just drown.
that's true, Bestie.
Oh, that's so awesome. I love it.
He'll throw a cigarette and everything will explode, and then after that, the cigarette will explode too. This is how that works.
Yeah, yeah, that's so awesome.
I like
Oh
how he
my
just
God.
snatches it out of her mouth as well. But like, not only does he snatch it out of her mouth, the speed of which that happens doesn't put it out, but also makes it flame more, and he spins it 180 degrees around to point the other direction while in one motion. Like, Jesus, man, that I know you want to prove you got the biggest balls in the parking lot, but Christ. Man,
So edgy.
he's got the
It
energy of
is.
someone who's like, boys rule, girls drool, and like pretends that's the coolest thing anyone's ever said. That's the energy he gives me in this page. Fucking hell.
It's so funny.
Anyway, do we even need to go over Cole McGrath feats? We literally brought up that he has one that just like wins, and like it's the like first thing he does.
I mean, yeah, no.
Steed.
Yeah, no, this is yeah, no. Anyways, Prototype 1 comic, bad, super bad. McCluxy's bad, girlfriend bad. They literally stripped down as they're running away from soldiers who are shooting at them and kissing and making out as they're getting chased. Amazing comic. It's just awesome. I love it. What a-
How's the Infamous comic in comparison?
Oh, it was good. I actually liked it.
I
It was actually
I've not read it.
okay.
It was made by
Uh.
DC, so I assume it's got like some cosmology stuff in it and all that, you know.
Shockingly no. Pretty
Ah,
crazy.
Shockingly, that's so funny. What was that sound?
What sound? Sure.
Okay. McGrath, biker dude, delivery person.
Cole McGrath. What are his powers
yeah.
beyond shocking people and?
Well, even beyond his powers, he's actually just really athletic. Like all the climbing and stuff he does normally as a human, which is pretty BS. But you know, Nathan Drake doesn't. He supposedly has no powers, so whatever. Like he is like he could just do like a somersault kick and it's kind of like the flash kick Guile does, but he just does that normally as a human, which is really funny.
I mean, Guile is just kind of a bloke too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, no, this is a perfect segue. He was in the Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. So yeah, no, in Street Fighter Cross Tekken, he went from, God damn it, hold on. So this is Cole Pryor, like in 2, and then he went from that to this.
Just, you know, if you don't post it.
He literally does this.
He looks like Guile actually,
Yeah.
just with different hair.
It was a funny emote.
He does
Sweet.
this. He does this sweep emote.
Oh no, it looks like he's
It-
just freaking out, like he's just terrified.
But no, I think he's doing the sweep emote. Can't you see? He's doing the sweep.
I can see, yes, he's not throwing his neck back. He's not like throwing his head into it. He's not putting in the effort. He's a coward.
He's trying his best, Nem.
He's a coward. Look at the thickness of that neck. He can take some whiplash.
Yeah.
What a coward.
Anyway, Storm made
His
a.
neck,
Anyways,
his neck
Cole
is thicker than his forearm.
Cole made a storm.
No, you're going to ahead of yourself. Abilities first,
Abilities
then counts.
first. He has lightning powers. He can like shock things. He can like magnet things. He can like move around fast. He's got ice
can make-
powers
he
too.
can make-
I'm gonna
he can-
say.
He can make iron. He can make iron sand. He can make,
He
iron
can like make
sand.
this like kaiju thing.
I'm supposed to make this joke. This is supposed to
But
be
it's
mine.
it's not a
He
kaiju. It's
He,
technically a
he
kaijin.
can shock you with 1,000,000,000 volts of electricity. He has the railgun.
He has this like AAA battery thing that's like got a ton of guns, but that's probably not standard, so we're probably not gonna give it to him.
Yeah, he has the level 6 shift.
Yeah,
That's
his
also probably
his
pretty
game is an
non-standard.
RPG, so he has like levels, but we're not gonna give him anything past level 6 because that's just like it's non-standard. You can only get 5 levels standardly in the game. You know, it's a really shit RPG system.
Yeah, and then the friendly
Also,
neighborhood Spider-Man
according
comes
to Death
in.
Battle, he scales in speed to accelerator, which
Oh my
they're just not gonna elaborate on.
It's so real.
Uh,
No, I want to. No, people ask you if Misaka's scale to Accelerator was so funny because literally the entire concept of that arc was that was Accelerator slaughtering thousands of Misakas.
Yeah, she's dog shit in comparison.
It's so fun. Like I get why, but it's just so funny because I've read the series and it's just like, oh, they don't know.
They don't.
Anyways, yeah,
Cole McGrath.
we already saw all your jokes. Cope.
Awesome. Cool. I'm so happy. Anyways, Cole McGrath abilities. He's a conduit. So, that means he gets cool electricity abilities. He can absorb electricity from any place that has electricity, so, like, and it heals him, and it also restores his powers, so he could shoot off more electricity-based abilities. Although he is kind of just like a walking, electric bomb, so anytime he like goes in water, he just dies. So he has to take, so he just takes sponge baths.
I think
And
he
yeah,
just,
and-
I
and-
think he just stinks.
Probably. And when he tries to sit in a car, it explodes.
Hey, so they can do the cigarette bit. They can do the cigarette bit. He just takes coal. He just picks up coal and just flicks coal like the cigarette into a car, and it just explodes.
Alex's WinCon, let's go.
I just love the idea of Alex flicking random things and they just explode, including coal.
No, like he literally, no, like he equips like the giant hammer fist, and then he just like flicks him into the car, and then just blows
He
up.
just the car explodes and then coal explodes. Like just two explosions, like Sega de Sanchiro, just from the one little smack.
That sounds amazing. Okay. Back to Cole. So he can shoot lightning out of his hands. Big shocker. I know, I'm very funny. Quite electrifying even. But, he could shoot various types, like, alpha, pencil, pincer, artillery, magnum, bolt stream, like, different firing rates, like a multi-shot, or like a rapid fire, or a super powerful shot. He also has the megawatt. He also has like the megawatt or various rockets, type electric powers, where it's like a rocket. Some can home in, some can stick to them, and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Oh yeah, there is also the Overload Burst, where it's like a powerful lightning bolt that chains off conductive surfaces to others, striking multiple targets at once.
Yep.
He also has shockwaves, where he can push enemies back, make them float in the air, uh, or like detonate them. Yeah, so you can just like mess with people's gravity. It's pretty cool. He has various grenades, multi grenades, sticky grenades, uh, and homing grenades. Pretty awesome. Very fun ability. Oh yeah, kinetic pulse, where he basically uses telekinesis to pick up any object, or and it's also just useful to break the game because if you just keep spamming the ability over a car, like this is really easy to pull off. Like if you just kept pressing it over and over and over again, you can just go up to the sky and just like break the game and just fly everywhere you want.
Okay, what if he does that in the animation? Like,
Peak,
like
peak. That'd be so
Alex
peak.
runs up the side of a skyscraper, and Cole just like does that on a car. Like
Yeah, no, it's like,
Alex gets to the top and looks down the side like right, and is like, "What?"
yeah, yeah. No, he's just like slowly making his way up and just. It's really funny. Yeah.
Like,
He also has a.
Cole gets up to the
Oh,
top,
this
and Alex stops fighting, and Cole's like, "Why aren't you attacking me?" And he's like, "I thought I just let you have a breather. Like that looked really hard."
speed running. I know. Now you just reminded me that. Now you just reminded me. We're like in freaking PlayStation All Stars. Like the way he fights. I just remembered like this
Which
one
one?
gif. Hold on.
There's two
This one.
Coles.
This one gif where he just pulls off like a Kazuya. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it combo.
What the fuck?
It's so funny.
I don't know why. My favorite part of that is like the double crouch. Like just imagining someone in like a fucking martial arts tournament comboing their opponent, and they just like stop to crouch twice for no reason. Something about
Yeah,
that's really funny.
it is. It's so funny. It's so weird how they didn't in his rival cutscene with Raiden, they make him like so like the reason for why he fights is he instigates it much more clearly, much I guess I wouldn't say like aggressively, but he clearly instigates the fight much more harder than Evil Cole, which is hilarious because Raiden is just like back off and leave me alone, and then is like, oh, if you're not with me, then you're against me. Fight me, mofo. But the and then like Evil Cole, he's just like, yeah, obviously more aggressive, but he doesn't really have a reason to fight until like the Fat Princess. Yeah, amazing rival by the way, best one in the game.
Oh
Where
right.
she basically demands his sweets.
It's like speaking of good and evil Cole. Do you want to like address that?
Oh yeah, I'm not done with abilities, but I can just like quickly deviate really quick. Yeah, there is like there is a good and evil path for Cole, and depending on the path, he does get different abilities depending on the path you choose. Although it is explicitly stated that the good path is the canon ending, while the evil path is not.
Which is
But
the opposite of prototype.
this, yeah, but the thing is that while his abilities are different, physically Cole is really not much different in terms of like physical feats from either one, so they could just pretty much scale from each other. The only difference is by the end of the Infamous 2 ending, by the end of the Infamous 2 ending, he gains the Beast's powers. And he at that point he is far stronger and has far more deadly abilities, which by the way would just be so much overkill in that one in that state because he has like the beast has like atomic regeneration, gravity, like gravity manipulation, or he just turns off gravity, and has like a black hole hand, and and is just and in one alternate timeline, Cole has an also funny moon argument that isn't really consistent. Well, kinda, not really, but in an alternate timeline where Kessler, aka Future Cole, fought Future Cole, knew of the beast, and the beast in that timeline destroyed the moon. But there's no time frame of it. It's just a brief flash of it that it was destroyed.
I mean, if it's a flash, it was done in a flash. That's
Actually,
pretty fast.
you could calc it, but good Cole, which is our main focus, wouldn't scale anyways. So you know.
Yeah, only Evil Cole would.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what else
Yes.
is good Cole able to do?
I guess we can move on
That was like a
to.
segue for you. That was like a segue for you to bounce off of, you
Yeah, he also
guitar
has. Oh
fish.
yeah, really quickly. He also has like a lightning tether ability, which is like makes him like Spider-Man, and gigawatt blades, where basically uh, it's a DLC move, but it's also in the comics as well, where he projects like two electric blades, and he can just duel people and slash them to pieces with his electric blades. It's pretty awesome. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, he also has like a melee weapon, the amp, for it that he gets into, which is his primary method of melee. Very fun to use, honestly. I really like the melee with that, and it has some really cool finisher animations. Uh, yeah, and then oh yeah, right. And for traversal, he can float. He can float with static thrusters, like glide around. He can ride on rails or power lines to just skim around. He can just jump off of cars with like an electric jump boost. Oh yeah, and he can also like and also if he's high up in the air, he can do like a ground pound, like a thunder drop. Really useful. Oh, oh yeah, and I forgot. He also has like a sniper mode called precision, where he can slow down his perception of time and snipe people like in certain areas for more accurate shots.
That's gonna be real
Uh,
helpful.
yeah. These are probably oh well, actually one of them is, but these ones are basically like whenever like an enemy or civilian is down on the ground, he can perform like one of three actions. He can arc restrain them, where he restrains someone on the ground, or he can heal a civilian. He can't do this to himself, but only to civilians.
Well, loser.
Yeah, and
Loser.
those two give you good karma. Bio Leech is actually one of the is the interesting one here. This allows him to join. This allows him to drain the bioelectric energy of another person, which restores his energy completely and heals him to max. But it results in the death of the victims as well. This does give him evil karma, but this is still something Good Cole can just do anyways. So you could argue that Good Cole can do it. Yeah. And then oh yeah, there's one more move, but there's actually two more moves, but I want to say those to last. But in Infamous 2, uh, when you go down the good path, which is the cannon route, you get ice powers because you swap powers with another conduit, Quo. Lucy Quo basically is an ice conduit who has ice-based abilities. And in the good route, you pick her and you swap powers with her, although she doesn't get your powers. You get a bit of her ice powers, which is basically just variations of like the various powers I listed earlier, but with an added ice effect. Like the shockwaves gets like a ice, like the shatter blast, ice grenades that freeze people, freeze rockets that also freeze people instantly on contact. He also gets like a frost shield, which is just the shield, but it's ice. Ooh. Oh yeah, I
Wow.
forgot. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. The shield also absorbs energy that can restore energy for like projectiles, like bullets. So that's useful. And ice launch, which is the most fun traversal. It's very, it's just very fun to just launch around with the ice launch. Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. Very cool.
Uh,
Oh yeah, right. Oh yeah, right. I forgot. This is a really weird ability, but he can read the minds of dead people. Not
yeah,
alive
that's
people,
that's so
dead
fucking
people.
helpful. That's gonna be real helpful.
Well, I mean, Alex is not alive.
I mean, he's not gonna
He's
find the corpse of the actual Alex Mercer, though, is he? And that wouldn't help him anyway.
I mean, it's a virus, so like,
I mean, there is like
we
a
don't.
debate in biology as to whether viruses count as living by our definition because they cannot reproduce under their own power. They have to they have to use another being's cells to reproduce themselves. So there is a debate between biologists as to whether viruses count as living, but they don't count as dead.
Yeah.
You know that,
Yeah.
Rena? You're acting like you knew that. I feel like you didn't know that.
No, I didn't. I'm just trying to act like I did.
Good try. I'm proud of you.
Yeah. He also has like a radar pulse, which can detect disguised individuals. But I forgot. I forgot. An ability Alex has. He can just turn himself and disguise himself as an ability. So
Yeah, like
that's
he
useful.
is the imposter. We know that.
Actually,
Dun 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 dun
Dun, da, da,
da da
dun.
dun.
yeah. Karmic overload, where if he has like max good karma, in this case, he enters a temporary state where he can just has unlimited energy for about like 10
So
seconds.
basically, if he
So he can
compliments
just
Alex
spam.
and if he compliments Alex enough, he's gonna become invincible.
Yeah, and then you just spam like a bunch of his powerful moves
Could
for a
you
short
imagine
period of
that?
time.
Like just in the fight, Cole's throughout just going, "Man, I just gotta say, you make that hood look so good." He just keeps complimenting Alex until he becomes invincible, and Alex like, "Oh, what the fuck happened to you? What?"
That's perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah. 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 For his ionic abilities, which is like the equivalent of Alex's Devastators, he could just summon
he can just
just a
salmon.
giant massive tornado, salmon. Yeah, he could just summon a giant salmon from the sky.
Man,
He
that is
could rain
impressive.
fish
I
upon
mean, that's
you.
probably not a good thing
Yeah,
because then Alex can just take the salmon and just like flick it. And that's not gonna be good for Cole.
that would be very unfortunate. But no, you could summon a giant ionic vortex, which is just a huge electric tornado. So yeah, good luck avoiding that.
Oh, thanks.
He has ionic freeze, which is just a giant volley of ice shards that launch forward, basically impale or freeze people along the way. That's useful. And then his most powerful and iconic move, the Ionic Lightning Storm, which he could summon, which he could summon from the sky and basically one shot everything he uses it on. Very useful, I guess, with the exception of the beast. But it's a really devastating attack, really powerful, and really fun to use. Really wish I got to use it more in Infamous 2, but they gave it to you in the second to last mission.
What a good game.
Kind Yeah. In the first one, though, they give it to you as soon as you arrive on the final island, and you could just annihilate everyone there.
Based.
Yeah.
So do we want to talk about stats now?
Uh,
Not that we need to.
I guess they're, I guess like a minor. Yeah. He has like minor resistances to absorption and power, and limited resistance to power nullification and power absorption. Via from Kessler because he couldn't absorb his neuroelectricity, or when the beast he was able to resist the beast
Resist.
the nullification ability and absorbing ability from the beast for a short period. So that's useful. Yeah. But anyways, we can I guess we can just move on to stat.
We can tag in Rena.
Yay!
Are you still alive?
Yes, I'm alive.
That's good. Are you still hungry?
Yes.
Why didn't you get something to eat while we were talking?
No, I didn't want to make noise.
But you're here to talk with us. That requires noise making.
You know what I fucking mean? Fucking, I'll get demonetized.
What? You can't come up with creative insight. I'll tutor you at some point. You know, that's a very important skill to have.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, Cole, we've already established he's stronger. So we don't really need to talk much more on that. But you know, you can go off.
I mean, but we could just widen the gap.
Yeah, fuck Alex. He's a dick.
I mean, yeah, he did kill a lot of people. Good Cole's good Cole because he's very good.
And he's also canon, unlike good Alex.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, how strong is McGrath Cole?
He can McGrath all over prototype, and then he couldn't keep up with the Morbig anymore because he couldn't stand up to the infamous delivery man.
talking to you.
Okay.
But no, yeah, like Cole is stronger than Alex. We've established that.
Yep.
All right, but let's get to feats. Boo, boo, boo,
Let's
boo,
talk about some
boo.
Okay.
feats.
Okay, Infamous 2, Cole makes a storm that covers the entire game map, which is based on New Orleans.
Okay.
And calculating condensation for creating clouds, it gets about 1.5 megatons to 34 megatons of TNT, which is small city to city level.
Awesome.
The Beast destroys the city from Infamous 1, which is based on New York. So calculating that, it gets about 546 megatons of TNT. Now, obviously, Cole wouldn't scale to like a peak performance beast because otherwise it wouldn't make sense for why Tesla went back in time. Because like the whole point was that he couldn't beat the beast, that's why he went back in time. But this beast specifically, Cole put him on the ropes a little bit, and near the end of the game, where the beast is stronger, Cole manages to hold his own and damage him. So he would get at least to scale into that blast.
And if
It's
you
really
really hate Alex Mercer, you could give Cole the RFI, where at the literal near end of the game, Cole can just effortlessly put the beast on his knees within seconds.
That's some crazy Mr. Beast scaling.
Yeah.
I wish they kept that in build cord.
What you want them to keep Mr. Beast in?
Mm-hmm.
That's fair enough. I wish they kept me in.
Sad.
Unfortunate. Okay, but back to cool feats.
He dodges the blast with the R5, which is radiation. It gets about 50% the speed of light. And even without that, he regularly bullet times a lot. And his lightning strikes are obviously natural cloud to ground lightning, so they're about Mach 280.
So basically, he's stronger and he's faster, and the only question left is whether he can get through Alex's regeneration. And then once that question's answered, then that's the debate. That's everything wrapped up.
Yeah. Hyper, you can handle that one.
Go get
Oh,
something
what?
to eat.
I was responding to something really quick. What?
Yeah, not us. I
Oh my
said
God.
once it's determined, Cole is stronger, Cole is faster, even through just pure direct feats and no scaling, he's stronger and faster. The only question left is could he get through Alex's regeneration? That's literally the only other question as to who wins.
I mean, there's other cool feats we can use, like how the beast nuked Empire City.
That's not
Or
a
how-
I brought.
Oh, did you? I tuned out for like.
This is your
Oh my God.
prediction,
I
Hyper. You're the one
I
I can excuse Rena dipping and not paying attention.
I tuned out for 1 second. I was responding to someone. Someone DM'd me.
new Rena feats blitzed Hyper in a second.
Literally though. I'm paying attention. Fuck you.
I'm
just
just
eat
saying that if you tune out, which you have, I can excuse it because this is not the prediction that literally is everything you've wanted for like a year.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
This
All
is
right.
Hyper's day in the spotlight. This is the Hyper moment. This is your time
Yeah.
to shine. And you're
I am
sleeping on the
shining.
job?
I'm not sleeping. I don't go to sleep till 2 a.m.
A week?
What the fuck is wrong with you? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like 2? You're going to bed that early? You fucking weirdo. I'm
just
assuming that's
built
what you
different.
meant. And you weren't being like, that's so late. I'm like, man, 3 a.m. bedtime? That's an early night for me.
Go to sleep earlier.
No.
That's easier said than done.
Try to.
Okay, but okay, so you mentioned Beast nuking Empire City, and also like Also,
Can Cole kill Alex? Can he get past the regeneration? That's all you need to answer. And then that's literally the
no,
whole...
no,
No?
Alex cannot regen. Wait, no, I meant yes, 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 yes. No, I am not sleepy. Okay, but yes, he can't get past it. He can just instantly vaporize him because you know what he can do. He can just summon a giant storm on him, and then boop, goodbye, Alex.
I
There is
mean, it's a
actually
bunch of clouds,
there is
but...
there is actually some debate if Alex is weak to electricity, and it basically someone actually found the direct quote for where this comes from.
Oh, really? Direct
Yeah.
quote. Okay, hold on. I didn't see this.
Yeah, we managed it. Baton. We managed it as a standard cattle prod. We decided Alex did not like electrocution. Physiology didn't deal with it well. That's it. That's where the electricity thing comes
So
from.
it's not really like a full-on weakness. It's just like he doesn't like it.
Yeah.
It's more like
He's
he's
just-
resistant to a lot of things. Electricity just isn't one of them.
Which is
but,
like,
he's
it's
not
like
weak.
the Superman magic weakness thing. It's just something he's not super resistant against, as opposed to something he's actively weak against.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I mean, that's still useful here that Cole can strike him with something like that.
Yeah, I think it's probably more useful that like what he's hitting him with is like the force of a fucking nuclear bomb. That might be a bit more relevant.
Yeah, actually, no. That's actually funny because the beast actually survives a nuclear missile, and all it does is that it just falls back from the attack.
That is. I love feats like that, which is like a massive fuck off impact, and the character doesn't no sell it. Instead, they have like the most minor reaction possible.
Yeah. So
Oh,
yeah, no. Yep.
I want to say
Yeah.
someone get hit with a nuclear missile, and the character's only response is they slip a bit and they go, I think I've lost my sense of smell. Like that's their whole reaction to it. That would be a banger feat.
love feats like that so much.
Yeah. Oh, do we mention the multi-con thing? That's really
Oh,
that's
Not
a
even
lot vertical.
What?
Yeah, no. So, funny story. So, like, the most common argument for multi-con cold that comes from, like, at the end of Infamous 2 when he activates the R5 and, like, it pierces the atmosphere and stuff. So, because the calc kind of just assumed, the way it was, calced kind of assumes that with what he does in the feat, it would basically imply that he killed all of humanity with it, and that wouldn't be a very good ending because, you know, Good Cole was very good.
Based.
So, yeah, so and basically luminosity affects the calc a lot. So then Rena did a recalc, and it got to building level. Well-
How did this happen?
I
How
do
how
not know.
Rena, explain how it got to multi-content at all.
Luminosity feats are only good if they affect stellar distances. I
What
guess.
if they're underwater? Isn't there a calc for Lantern, the Pokemon, that makes it like universal?
That's one. That one's kind of weird because the water is supposed to like. I don't even know what the fucking calc for that one, the logic for that one was, but I think it's like something like water like decreases the brightness of light the further down you are. So like it shined that much light 3 miles down, so you stupidly impressive.
Yeah.
Also, that feat's
I-
not legitimate anyway.
I honestly wasn't asking how you got it to building level. I was asking how did you get to multi-continental in the first place?
Oh, okay. Because kinetic energy of dispersing the entire atmosphere.
But he didn't do that.
Nope.
So
Didn't do that,
it was
nope.
literally a calc for something that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Ace. Fucking ace. Brilliant. Good
Yeah.
job. Good job, Viz community. Well done, everyone. Well done.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, he can overpower Alex's regen, and I want that to be the climax where like Alex, remaining biomass, tries to possess Cole, kind of like the end to Prototype 1, but Cole zaps himself and Alex with a giant lightning bolt from the Ionic Storm and vaporizes Alex's remains. I
So,
think that'd be
so basically what Black Adam did, but it'll work.
yeah, and have
Yeah.
a lot of impact this time.
And
Yeah.
the response from Alex will not be the same as Apocalypse. He won't just go,
Yeah. Exactly. See, he gets it. He gets it.
And the hero wins. He'll protect his country or
City.
city,
Get
I
the
guess.
hell out of my city.
Get the hell out of my open world sandbox area map.
So true, bestie.
Yeah, but yeah, no, like we could go into more, but like,
It really just ends there. Like, it's really just like,
yeah,
he's stronger, he's faster. Alex's feats don't reel and don't matter. Cole vapes. GG. But not
I mean,
even
it's
because
a lot.
Alex's game was kind of shit again in this battle. He didn't have any game.
Normally I do appreciate it when there's debate, but like, God, there's so many this season that had that a lot, and it's just kind of overwhelming. It's nice to just have a breather once in a while.
It's funny because in my opinion, not many of these matchups have been super debatable, but people debate them.
Ant-Man vs.
anyway.
Adam is like debatable, but mostly in the sense that nobody fucking knew what Adam brought to the table. Chosen Undead Dream War is not debatable.
And people
Like,
needed
I
to
don't
stop
know.
acting like it was debatable.
Yeah.
I mean, what
Kill
are you
Me
talking
said-
about?
Kill Me
What are you
said
talking
it's not a
about?
stomp, but it's very clear cut.
I
It's very
mean,
clear
I would
cut.
say like 1,000 times difference is probably willing to call that a stomp. I'm willing to call that a
no.
stomp.
I guess.
I love how there was more back and forth in the debate where the guy was multiple infinity times stronger and infinitely faster than Killua versus Misuka.
That is amusing. Stitch Rocket was not debatable. Stop pretending like it was.
It's debatable, but it's not close. That's the main thing.
I don't think
There's
it's
a
either.
difference.
I think the debatability is a matter of is Stitch as strong and fast as these people who blitz and one-shot him? Not Stitch, Rocket. Is Rocket as fast and strong as people who blitz and one-shot him? The answer
Vader Obito,
will surprise you. Vader Obito was debatable.
yeah,
And
it
still
still
is.
is.
It still is,
It
yeah.
still is to now.
Didn't randomly stop
Phoenix
being
Raven.
debatable.
Phoenix,
Phoenix
Raven.
Raven. That's it. Kind of just
They
depends
basically
on-
just said that Phoenix can't kill Raven.
Yeah. It's literally the conclusion to build Discord. It's just this one can't kill that one, but that one can kill this one. It was
Yeah.
literally just this one can't do shit when their soul goes kaput. This one can. The end.
And the majority betted the loser, huh?
Yeah. That's true.
Guts Dimitri, not debatable.
Not even
really.
remotely.
Everyone.
Not really.
Manhunter Surfer. People will try to gaslight you into thinking it's actually debatable.
No,
No.
it ain't.
No,
It-
no, not even that. I saw I saw almost nothing for Manhunter. It was just Silver Surfer
It
Power
was.
Cosmic.
I
was
only
like,
saw like casuals being like Silver Surfer's not that strong. Manhunter's as strong as Superman. The end. Both statements of which are wrong. Manhunter is not as strong as Superman, and Surfer is not weak.
no, like in the community, like it was just basically, oh, Silver Surfer, he absolutely destroys, and there's nothing he can do because. And I always see Power Cosmic, and I'm just like, whatever, okay. And then the episode was just Power Cosmic, the end.
Yeah, like, and not even like an explanation on everything the Power Cosmic can do. It's just like he has the Power Cosmic.
It's so funny how much they overhype it in the episode. The Power Cosmic, it could destroy planets.
Yeah, it's like it can destroy a planet. It was like at least when they hyped up the
level threats, we will not elaborate on what Galactus
at least
level
when they
means.
hyped up the Speed Force, they were like, and this is all the shit the Speed Force can do. This is where the Speed Force is. Fuck you, Speed Force, better than you. Power Cosmic, the closest equivalent Marvel has, I guess, is just like, yeah, it exists. Blow up Earth.
Yeah,
It's not bad.
and and then he can accomplish anything.
He can.
so
It's
funny.
like it literally just does like tiny steps and also anything else. It's like this is my superpower. I can blow up a building. I can summon computer mouses from thin air. I can eat anything made of bread, and I can also do anything you can imagine.
Basically,
It's so funny.
Bilcord is like really funny because they say it's nearly dead even, but I'm pretty sure with the corner boxes they literally have Bill infinitely
Oh
stronger.
yeah, Bill's like infinitely stronger, and he cannot be killed by Discord. Discord's only way to win that they gave was a barrier, that would literally just make it a stalemate. as opposed to Discord
So
actually
like, man,
winning.
I'm wondering, like, this is an opportunity to ask you. So you know how Trunks vs. Silver, you said Trunks vs. Silver was the biggest stomp in the show by their own logic.
Yeah, because like it's like infinitely more infinite
Yeah,
and
yeah.
infinitely
But now
faster.
there's like, aren't there like 3 episodes this
Yeah.
season alone that top it?
There's at
Oh.
least two. I think Ant-Man Adam. Yeah, you can debate whether or not they even gave it as like an attack potency thing for Ant-Man. If not, it's still one of the biggest stomps ever because it's like universe level versus like star level. So
Yeah.
it's still one of the biggest stomps ever.
It's
Yeah,
funny
no, but,
because
like-
even if you don't take it to the corner box, it's still like start over as human level because they literally gave Hank no feats.
No. I mean, yeah, if you don't look at the corner boxes at all, then
Yeah, that's what I mean.
it's
That's what I
wrong
mean
by
about
its own
corner
logic.
boxes.
If you look at the
They
corner
just-
boxes, then they give universe level Ant-Man. And if you look at the other corner box, you get infinitely transcending Ant-Man versus star level Adam, which would be
Please
the
go
biggest
with
stomp
that.
because it's not even an
Go with-
infinite bigger than your infinite. It's an infinite bigger than your finite, which is smaller than in any infinite you have
And that's
anyway.
that's still not as bad as Chosen Undead.
That's still not as. That's probably not as bad. I mean, it's debatable whether it's as bad or not because in
Well, no, Chosen Born is because they also gave him infinite speed and attack.
right, yeah. But then, like, what's
And it
more
wasn't
impressive?
just my
like,
my infinity is above your finite. It's my multiple infinities.
are above your
like-
finite, yeah.
Yeah, and then the third one is freaking, I think it's like Manserver, right?
Mansurfer is the first episode since Bucky versus Red Hood that's actually wrong by their logic. 'Cause, Manhunter was put at as strong as this character who made the multiverse. Silver Surfer was put at survived a Big Bang. And for regeneration, Silver Surfer's
No, I need to say, remember that scan they used for Surfer surviving can regenerate from being smashed to pieces?
yeah, that's yeah.
It's him regenerate from being being turned to atoms.
Yeah, they don't say that though, and all they say is pieces, as opposed to Manhunter, who they give, you need to destroy every single atom in his body to kill him. Which is more impressive than just giving a survive being smashed to pieces. Like, they have the scan. That's the scan. Explain it, please.
It's even more fucked up because the feat they gave for Surfer is literally comparable. The actual context for that one, but they don't even say.
Yeah, they don't
No,
actually
but, like-
explain
But like,
it.
I was thinking the reason why that was among them is because they said an abstract level being.
Yeah, but like, like abstract, what does that mean? You gotta put some detail into that. You can't just drop abstract. Because like, Q from Star Trek is an abstract being in his world. That don't mean he would be abstract level in Marvel DC. I mean, he would be. But he wouldn't be like a particularly strong
I was
abstract.
thinking that, but I was told otherwise. But like, no. That's exactly what I was thinking the first time. That's why I initially thought it was wrong by its own logic. But no, no, you would be right.
Yeah, they gave
Oh,
Manhunter
that's
better
hilarious.
regeneration. In fact, like I said in my review, the feat they use for Silver Surfer's regeneration in the conclusion, where like they can both survive anything through regen, is literally
And he's-
him being shot and not regenerating because he didn't get damaged by it. That's not how regeneration works.
I don't know, bro. I think it is.
That's like if for Cole, Alex, they talk about how both have a healing factor. They show Alex regenerating from mulch, and they show Cole not being harmed by a car hitting him. Like that's the sort of level we're looking at there. It's like, that's not how that works. Bill Cord is the next one that's like, this guy is just infinitely above you.
Wait, that's above Chunk Silver?
No, I mean, debatably. I would have to look into it more. But like, this season's not been a very fair one, in terms of
It's
matchups.
not.
Which, I mean, like I said before, I don't think these conclusions have been great this year anyway. But they're very, very, very explicit when a character just outright sweeps. They try to sugarcoat it, but they like dry brush the sugarcoating on as opposed to actually coating. It's very, very light. It's gonna be funny that this episode's probably going to be one of the closer ones by their own logic.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think the only
No.
I haven't watched Guts Dimitri, so all I can say was close by their own logic this season, would be Vader Obito.
I mean, I could
And even
I'm trying to
then,
remember, what was the gap for Custom Tree? You know, what was the gap for it?
Dimitri was large town level versus a small island level. And,
Yeah, okay, so I think Vader Obito is still closer.
40.
Yeah, no, and Guts had a speed edge, so
So I think Vader Obito is closer, because, like,
yeah, no, Vader, no, it is still
what,
is,
Obito
yeah.
was, like, what, 2 times stronger? By their calc?
He was not even a few times stronger. He was like fucking 12 Yotons versus 13 Yotons is like fucking.
Oh, no, yeah, it was 1 Yoda ton, it's like, point 1%.
0.1.
It's not
It's
much.
not even a. It's not even a. It's like an 8% difference.
Yeah, it's barely above like a TJ Balrog gap. It's not much more than that. But like, I still don't feel like they made it come off as super fair, because they're like, yeah, I mean, it's super fair. Vader has this one option, and Obito has like all 15 of these. So they still
I do
didn't.
like it.
They still
I do
very.
like in Buildcore that they actually show that.
Bill Club was great because they're even, except Bill is like this much stronger. Bill has win cons and Discord does not. And Discord's one potential win con doesn't work because this totem pole died and Bill didn't. That was what a. I actually finished Friendship is Magic 2 a.m. this morning, and I got to see the Grogar Bell thing actually working, which. Yeah, people say that Discord never used it. He did once, very briefly. He did. Use
I
the
know
bell.
people said it was non-standard.
I think it's genuinely debatable as to whether you could consider that standard or not. He does have it by the end, but he didn't have it at all throughout the season. It doesn't belong to him. But the last thing the bell ever does is Discord uses it to get his power back from Pinky. So, it's debatable. It's
So
debatable.
okay, so then Chosen Born would be the biggest one,
Chosen
but
Born's
then
probably
Ant-Man.
the biggest.
But then like Ant-Man Adam, if you went with the overspace,
if I went with scaling Hank directly to Overspace, that is the biggest gap. Cause it's like Overspace is stronger than what they gave Dragonborn, and Atom was weaker than where they put the undead.
that would, oh my god, that would be so messed up. Because like you just did Trunk Silver, biggest one, first 2 episodes immediately tops it.
Yeah, first 2 episodes immediately top it. I said for a while that I would be amazed if they top Fate versus Strange for biggest stomp, because that one felt more like just a result of like poor writing in how they conveyed things. No, they've topped it. Because like in both cases, like in Ant-Man Adam was weaker than where they put Strange, and Ant-Man was stronger than where they put Fate. So like, Lola Mao even.
God, that is just sad.
It is.
If Cole Alex is like somehow like the top 5 closest,
I think. It
or
will
even
be.
top 3, I would. Oh my god. When the debate is literally beginning of game Cole beats endgame Alex,
Yeah.
that would be very sad.
It would be hilarious and sad, especially because there have been 1 or 2 debatable. Like I think the only thing more debatable by their own logic this season will be Vader Obito, which is still an episode where Vader has one like winning option compared to like a fucking shit ton of Obitos. Which, to be fair, that's about how many winning options Alex has. He has one winning
the
option
virus.
if he can make Cole sick, which we didn't bring up in the debate portion much, but if he makes Cole get a cold, he could win.
Well, I mean, there is actually like 3 different possible methods of it. Well, mainly
Also,
one.
He has more
The other,
recons.
well, there is like resisting. There is 3 possible methods you can go with resisting. I only buy one of them. One is the plague, but like conduits are just naturally immune to the plague. The second is Sasha, but that's more of just a mind controlling agent than an actual virus. It's explicitly stated to be a mind controlling agent. But the third and last one, which I think is the best argument, is Bertrand's. In Infamous 2, Bertrand, he like transforms people into monsters. Like he just like transforms people and affects them and turns them into monsters. Like in his boss fight, he spews out a gas and tendrils that like infect people, which is like very similar to Alex's. And I can't. I know you can like walk into the gas and you're fine, but I can't remember if you can get it like sucked into the tendrils or not. But I think you can. At least you can for like the behemoth. Although I don't know for Bertrand. I would have to look up footage. But I do think that is definitely the best argument for cold resisting, so they could just go with that and not even give Alex
That
that,
would be
but
very funny.
we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, but yeah, no. The idea of this being one of the closest ones by their own logic would be so, so funny, and I think that would make some of my friends happy because for who do try to root and argue for Alex as best as they can.
I think it's going to be great for the people who complain that this matchup is too one-sided for Death Battle, like it's too unfair, that this is one of the closest ones by its own logic this season.
Yeah, boy, they're really gonna be in for a surprise.
Yeah, they're in for a surprise today, yeah. Not today,
Yeah,
but, you know.
but like, I guess
'cause-
I can. I guess I'd like transition into like what I want from it because like even like besides the like being kind of thing, I do have a lot of hopes for it. Like
I mean, yeah,
we
we
are.
there's like a whole video, and I did a whole bit in my own video as well, where we talk about what we want to see. Like we've gone on about what we want to see in this fight. Obviously, expectations are a bit too high for what they're gonna have the budget to do. But
I
you
mean,
know,
in the fireside chat, they kind of like type it up a little bit, so that's I have faith. They have a bunch of the Viz Post team. I think they said the entire Viz Post team is on it. I
mean,
might be wrong.
we did just get Bill Cipher versus Discord, so
God, I have so many mixed feelings on it because like when that first episode was first announced, I just loathed it completely. The debate just made me so miserable, and then. Oh my god! But then it was so perfect and amazing. But then it was so good. But then the next time was that, and I was like, I cannot see that being better. Like, my expectation is that I want it to be my favorite 3D episode at least. That's what I want. That's like I think that's a reasonable one because I cannot imagine.
No, literally just make sure your favorite episode because your favorite episode's a 3D episode.
look.
I mean-
the thing is. Thing is, Hyper, if it's not what you think objectively is the best, but you just like it the most because this is your matchup, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, there's nothing even like slightly in the realm of wrong with that. That's completely alright, you know? Like, my favorite my favorite episode is Godzilla vs. Gamera, for fuck's sake. Like,
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Kill
Like,
in the running for my favorite episode. Like, you're fine, dude.
yeah, you're fine, mate. It's all good. Like,
I know.
I'm sure
It's
I'm
just
gonna
like-
rank this episode higher than it probably deserves, just out of like personal love.
if it's just like good, like if it's just like good, and that's enough for you to call it your favorite, pop off.
Yeah, I mean, that's,
Yeah, it's like, cause like for other Most Wanted, it's just like I'm happy it's happening, but like this one is just like almost like over a decade of waiting, me rallying people and all this stuff. It's just like it's a lot.
This is exactly how I would have felt if Galactus vs. Unicron happened a couple seasons earlier. You're having the feeling I would have had in that situation, I think. But like, I would desperately want it to take the place of my favorite, but I would be worried because there's so much that can be done that obviously a bunch of stuff you're going to want to see is not going to be in it because they won't have the time to.
I know. I'm keeping my. It is. It is a little hard to like keep it down, but like I am obviously going with the mind of like what they can do and what we'll see.
When it comes to like what they can do, me personally, broad strokes, I would just want to see a fight that has a large map that it goes around. Because like one of the biggest things that they got compared for was the fact that both of them, when they came out, were kind of advertised for, here's just massive world, do whatever you want in it, but unlike GTA, you got a bunch of superpowers too. Like, that's how it was, that's how both games are advertised, that's why they got compared so much. So that's why I would want, like, at least a bit of the fight to involve just the fact that they're in a huge map and they can go all over the place.
I want
Yeah.
I want civilians to be involved. Like Cole finds some civilians and heals them, and Alex uses them to like feed his biomass and get stronger.
Yes, that
Yeah.
is suspiciously exactly what I said a few times in the past.
Wait, really?
Yeah, in one of my videos, I was like, what I would love to see is to demonstrate like the difference in their like characters, because canonically one went the good way, one went the bad way. Have a bunch of civilians and have Cole like going out of his way to help them, which obviously puts himself at risk. Like, he's helping civilians, he's like stopping things from killing them, he's healing up some in the background, maybe start the fight in the middle of Alex attacking everyone and start with him healing a random civilian. while Alex is going around just slaughtering them, getting the immediate benefits of eating them all evil and shit. But because Cole was being good throughout, he gets that karmic overload, whatever, at the end, and that helps him win. So Alex got the immediate benefits, while Cole got the benefits in the long run, sort of deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Be
Yeah,
sick.
no, that would be really high. Like, yeah, I did recently go through all of Prototype and Infamous 1 and 2, and like, yeah, no, like they boosted up a lot for me, especially Cole. Like he's like one of my favorite characters of all time now, and it's just like I really want to see them pulled off for the best of their ability. I do, although I do, I do have like a lot of power interactions, like I've already said in the past, that I would love to see. Though this is admittedly a very ambitious one that I would honestly really doubt that they would ever do. But like, imagine like Alex just riding on a giant Goliath into the fight.
My biggest
I-
hope. Go ahead.
No, you started. You go first. I just finished talking. Go.
My biggest hope would be like I want them to portray Alex as like this giant physical monster, like have him throw every like because like one of the biggest reasons that like even the casual community thinks Alex wins is that he's much more visually impressive. Like he's fucking kicking helicopters, he's kicking humans, he's kicking people so hard they explode, like all that shit. I want him to be portrayed as like just a physical threat. And Cole needs to keep his distance because if he gets hit even once, he might be fucked. It might be the end for him.
That's also something I said, yeah. Like, Alex should be portrayed as physically unstoppable, while Cole should be more like his powers are on point, but like his own body is not. Which obviously doesn't reflect the debate, but does reflect how they're portrayed relatively to one another.
And that's cooler, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. That's great.
I'd also, yeah, and I'd also like just like the general like the general like for the vibe of it, just like I just want a lot of smack talking between the two as well, just because of like
I
how
need
cool
Alex to
it
be
is.
so edgy, dude.
I need some
to be,
like
so-
cringe ass 2000s, like early 2000s sort of stupid ass dialogue between them.
Yeah. No, like, oh my god, dude! I remember like this one line in Infamous 1 that was so unhinged between Cole and Zeke, where like Zeke was like, "Come on, man, you know I'm all about this conspiracy theory stuff." It's like, yeah, and then Cole responds like, "Yeah, like how Santa Claus shot JFK."
I
that's just
I have
happens.
not played Infamous beyond like a demo at one point. I do want to. I just don't know how to get my hands on Infamous.
Yeah, you either have a PS3 or you.
I got a PS3, but the only place I can find PS3 games affordable is a local cash converters, just a store. And there's no guarantee if you find a game there that's not going to be a scratched up piece of shit disc being sold for like
Yeah,
a tenner.
or you. Or
That
you
said,
commit to sin.
I did find last time I went there a $5 copy of Soul Calibur 2 on PlayStation 2, I think. And the disc was beautiful, and like that was like the best find on the planet. Now, I think Soul Edge and Soul Calibur are the only games in the franchise I do not have physically. And I would love
I need
to.
to play more Soul Calibur. The only one I played was 5, and not the best first impression.
No, I mean the gameplay is wonderful in Soul Calibur 5. Just everything else is kind of dog shit, balls out.
Yeah,
rubbish.
that's what I mostly mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Malfested
You
must
could
die.
always go. You could always steep to the. You always steep to like to the dark dimension in PlayStation 4 Plus subscription.
I would rather suck my own toenails off with a vacuum cleaner.
That's what I was forced to do because I tried everything else to just avoid that, but it was really the only way.
Chances are
And,
I would just go to a place like Cash Converters one day and just have a look. Maybe they'll have it. I do have every PlayStation console except for the Vita and the original PlayStation. And no one gives a
Me too.
no one gives a shit about the Vita, and I can play PlayStation 1 games on the PlayStation 2, so
Hmm.
yeah. I'm eating good when it comes to consoles. I'm good.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, you're
Anyways,
talking
yeah,
about like specific power interactions. I can't help but feel like one of them, which is like the electro blades against like Alex's blade stuff, that's almost guaranteed to be in there, right?
Yeah, no, it's gotta be like. I love the app. Like, it's obviously his main weapon, but like the Giga Blades are just so much cooler.
Yeah. I mean, the amp's probably going to be in there, but
I mean, obviously, yeah.
probably have Alex like grab it and like snap it, just break it. Like I feel like that's something he'd do, or just have like he just smashes straight through it as one of like the first times he actually gets like close in with his melee. He just breaks Cole's weapon, just like immediately, to establish
Yeah, and, like,
dominance.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Like a fucking dog, like a fucking wolf just establishing dominance on a lesser wolf.
And the one I definitely do want to see though is Alex. Like, this is the one I've mentioned this before, but the one I really like to see though is Alex summoning his like army to go fight off against Cole, and Cole responds by just throwing a giant tornado at them to just get rid of them immediately.
Please.
That would be
That'd be
so
hype.
sick.
At the same time, I can imagine that would take out so much budget that a lot of other stuff wouldn't be able to be done. So, would I be willing to sacrifice that 10-second bit for like a lot
That's
of other
fair.
shit?
That is fair. That is fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. If they can get in like more a bit smaller stuff, it's like
Do you,
just make it hype. Just make it hype.
do
Like, that's
you
all I
have
want from
the
it.
strength to not watch the sneak peek and go in blind though? That's the
I am.
question.
That is what I'm gonna do.
Wow.
I am doing that.
Have you got the power to do it?
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. I definitely will. I will not.
I don't
look
know
at
why,
it.
but I thought you were about to say that you're a slut, and I tilted my head in confusion because I just heard you say something that you definitely did not say.
I didn't say that.
I know that's what I'm saying. That's what you said I'm and then like my brain filled in the blanks in the worst way possible.
Oh my god. But no, I will not look at the sneak peeks. I'm debating if I even want to look at the previews as well. Probably not. I'm probably just gonna avoid that too as well, to be honest. I'm just gonna not look at anything. I want to go in 100% blind.
I went 100% blind with Billcoin and it was great. Also, Rena did not just mute herself; she also just made sure that she can't hear us, so she will not know anything we say.
Ooh.
Oh, now she will. She's gonna hear all what we said in the recording now. Oh no.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh well.
Oh,
But
are you okay?
I'm okay.
Hello?
Yes.
Well, we should probably wrap this up because you two probably quite tired.
No. The thing is that my mom came over because she's fucking awake.
I mean, I'm not gonna make a joke because it would be kind of awful. Yes. What time is it for you?
Poland's. There you go.
That's not a time.
It's also it's 11:41.
Oh, okay, so it's fairly early.
yeah.
Yeah.
That didn't seem like a very
Don't
convincing.
worry,
Yeah.
while we were recording, I ate. I'm
Yeah, I
no
know.
longer
I could hear it.
hungry.
I just didn't want to say anything because I didn't want you to be like, yes, I'm eating, and sound sad about it. So I just didn't want to say anything.
I'm just eepy. Anyway, Wooper's best Pokemon. That's it, and goodbye.
Sorry, Basculin kind of sweeps.
Wooper better. He was in the death battle. Didn't you see?
Yeah, but like Basculin's gonna get in his own death battle one day.
No.
Yeah,
I
we're
really
Basculin
like-
actually.
We're
Basculin
gonna-
unironically Pokemon.
I like Darkrai. He seems cool.
Is Basculin unironically your favorite Pokemon?
No. I do really
What's
like.
your favorite Pokemon?
I do. My favorite Pokemon's Mewtwo. Like it's always going to be Mewtwo. I've always gonna have that special attachment to Mewtwo.
Valid.
It's like I'm the one person with like the most vanilla favorite Pokemon who doesn't have the most vanilla reason of, oh, he's so cool. He's strong.
Yeah. That's fair.
Ugh. Yup.
Alright, anyways, goodbye. I need to go to bed. Cole
I
wins.
said,
Good matchup.
I said we should finish up because you two probably both quite tired, and you come in like, no.
Alright.
Like, I can
No,
see.
you're wrong.
This been going?
You're
How long
wrong,
has this been
actually.
going?
2
This
hours.
has been going on for 7 hours and 49 seconds.
Real. Anyways,
Longest
sorry
prediction
for making
of
this
week.
unreasonably long.
Yeah, I know. We
I'm
gotta
still
explain
amazed that
why Electro wins.
people thought
If
that
it's longer than Billboard, if it's longer than the
people
Billboard
thought Bill Cole
video,
would have
that'd
like a long ass prediction, but like when I knew who was going to be in it with me ever since like the episode was announced as winner of the ballot, I was like, nah, that's going to be way too streamlined and organized in advance to go on for too long.
yeah.
Especially with Bill having like less. There are less episodes of Gravity Falls than there are Discord episodes in My Little Pony. So
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, so you guys, you fellas, you lads can say Bayonara.
Bayonara.
I hope my comfort character Electro appears in the goated episode.
Alright, bye everyone. To support me on Patreon, link to the description.
Hey, vote Jorah versus Nightmare on the ballot. Bye.